for the 2-day All India seminar on repair and retrofitting of structures in the second day with a topic on sustainable solutions for structural rehabilitation. So I have chosen this topic because the 2-day seminar is on repair and retrofitting of structures. So for this, rehabilitation of the structure is necessary, that too structural rehabilitation. And in that I have chosen, which is close to my heart, sustainable solutions. So this is my topic today. I am Narmada, FIE, corporate member, presenting today's presentation. So first of all, I would like to let you know what is the importance of sustainable rehabilitation. Nowadays, from past few years, I can say sustainability is the word which is being often used in various conferences and seminars too. So we can also have the use of sustainability even for rehabilitation. Now I would like to tell you the importance of sustainability in rehabilitation. So as sustainability reduces environmental impact of construction, similarly it reduces even in rehabilitation of the structures also. So if we apply that sustainability in rehabilitation, we can conserve our resources and minimize wastages also. We can extend structures' lifespan and reduce need of new buildings. So if we adopt sustainable solutions for rehabilitation of the structures, either in repairing or in retrofitting, we can not only conserve the environment but also extend the lifespan of the structure. So it enhances resilience and durability of the structure also. So finally, my motive of presenting this is to support eco-friendly infrastructural development through this presentation. So what are the challenges in structural rehabilitation? So it is a general one which I wanted to present over here. So in order to undergo rehabilitation of any structure, we need to identify underlying damage or defects. So some may be physically viewed from outside, some will be internally inside. Choosing the right repair technique and material is also one of the challenge. Managing costs and budget constraints. So most often what will happen, instead of repairing, retrofitting and rehabilitation existing structure, it is better to knock out the existing structure and go for the new one which is being adopting nowadays. But we can also think on managing, this is one of the challenges which we need to work on, managing cost and budget constraints in rehabilitation, minimizing disruption to the occupants and the users in the already existing structure, ensuring compatibility with existing structure. When we are we adopt any of the process, we need to ensure that method that we are adopting for rehabilitation of structure is compatible with the existing structure. Meeting regulatory and safety standards. These are the few challenges that we come across in structural rehabilitation. Now, as I said, my topic is sustainable solutions in structural rehabilitation. So now I would like to talk about sustainable materials. Eco-friendly repair materials, example, recycled aggregates, green concrete are the best materials for using as a sustainable materials. Recycled aggregates, that is crushed concrete, recycled glass. So various researchers are also on, various scholars are doing researches on these sustainable materials for its usage in many of the aspects, many of the construction, and I wanted to keep this in rehabilitation of the structures also. Green concrete with low carbon and recycled materials, natural fibers like jute, coir for strengthening. So definitely if we go for other materials other than this recycling materials, there will be certain challenges also to use them. We need to overcome them by doing a lot of research on that specific project and adopt a proper design. Bio-based repair mortars by using bacteria is also one of the sustainable material that can be used for rehabilitation of the structures. Low VOC coatings, that is volatile organic compounds. So these are the various sustainable materials that can not only be used for rehabilitation of the structures but also for general structures. As my topic is rehabilitation structures, I just made use of them over here. Now what are the benefits and where do we can apply these thing is? So the benefits of using sustainable solutions for rehabilitation of structures is reduced carbon footprint. So nowadays, if we see, even in the last session of, we had a program in IEA, Environmental Justice from Environmental Justice Forum, where lot of talk was on the ecosystem only. So definitely there is a necessity, increase in the temperature. Already we are seeing Delhi. So there is a greater necessity to reduce the carbon footprint, conserve our natural resources. So which can be done by using these sustainable materials, lowering waste generation, because already we are recycled waste we are using as a sustainable materials in this process. And what is the material? A lot of design and DPR have to be prepared, and wherever possible we can make use of these materials such that it is sustainable a solution. Retrofitting for seismic resistances, restoration of heritage structures, sustainable infrastructure projects, roads, waterways, green building renovations. So these are the applications. What I mean to say here, I have just named 5. We can also use add more applications. We can apply this technology using of sustainable solutions wherever possible and wherever we are working with her. Now, retrofitting techniques. Energy efficient retrofitting techniques are insulation upgrades, walls, roof, windows. The purpose is, as we are using AC, leaving a bit of carbon footprint into the environment. So we can reduce by insulation upgrades for walls, roofs, windows, energy efficient glazing and window replacements, LED lighting and smart lighting controls. So these are the few techniques that we can adopt while retrofitting or rehabilitation of the structure. HVAC system upgrades, efficient heating, coolings. Now when we are calling repairing and retrofitting, it doesn't only belong to one particular structure. It can be substructure, it can be superstructure, it can be elevation. From elevation point of view, aesthetical point of view, all these things comes architecturally and structurally also. So here various MEP also services involved. HVAC system upgrades, efficient heating and cooling, renewable energy integration, solar panels and wind we need to use, which started but still effective, more optimum and more effectively it has to be used. Passive design and enhancement, shading and orientation. So orientation in a structure, orientation of the planning or orientation of opening should be in such a way that it is open to natural ventilation, either it is air, wind, whatever, rather than using artificial ones. These are the different energy efficient retrofitting techniques. Structural strengthening with sustainable materials. So already I said few materials, few more here. Structural strengthening over here. So fiber reinforced polymers, FRP, with recycled fibers. So here again we are using waste again as a fibers to serve as a reinforcement. Natural fiber composites like jute, basalt for wraps and strengthening. Green concrete with high performance properties, recycled steel or reclaimed wood for structural upgrades, eco-friendly adhesives and coatings for bonding. So these materials, these sustainable materials can be used as a sustainable solutions for rehabilitation of the structures. There are various case studies. I have looked up to the case studies first internationally when I am making this presentation. I looked up to what are the means. I found few of the structures where rehabilitation is done with sustainable solutions by using sustainable materials as their products in their specifications and even the process also. Even in Telangana, when I look up to Telangana TUSIP, Telangana Urban Supply Improvement Project, it is more focusing on improving water supply, sanitation services in urban areas using this sustainable rehabilitation process. GHEP and Avanti Foundation implements programs for sustainable livelihoods and environment conservation in rural Telangana. So what can be the outcomes of whatever the projects or case studies that we have? What can be the benefits here is for the case studies that I have just mentioned: improved water security and irrigation potential, enhanced groundwater levels and reduced water scarcity, increased agriculture productivity and farmer incomes, better living conditions and health outcomes for communities, conservation of natural resources and biodiversity. Even in our Telangana, in various, there are some places even in the villages also, if you see, they are adopting certain sustainable processes also in their day-to-day activities, maybe in the agriculture or in their livelihood. Benefits, as I already mentioned, reduction of carbon footprint, climate resilience and adaptation, changing weathering pattern, preservation of cultural heritage and traditional practices also, sustainable livelihood opportunities and economic growth can be the benefits for adopting this. Other sustainable rehabilitation projects are, structural projects are, Revive Wellness Center in Newark, just as an example I would like to quote here, Rehabilitation Center of Southern California, and these are the various centers. Some notable examples even all over the nation also I have mentioned over here. Now Telangana also has implemented Mission Kakatiya aim to restore 46,000 water tanks. What is the sustainability over here? Sustainability, not structure, it doesn't mean building only is not a structure. Irrigational structures also the structures. So here are few projects where sustainability is being used for rehabilitation of the structure, because we have revived many lakes through Mission Kakatiya where certain sustainable methods are adopted. So future directions for this presentation which I would like to give is, we can adopt circular economy practices. Circular economy, earlier it was like reuse the material, but here there should be no wastage of the material, the economy should be circular. So innovations in recycling, waste to energy and eco design are reducing waste. Reducing waste should not be there, reusing waste should be there, and that reusing waste should be to the 100%. That is what is a circular economy. Smart energy systems that includes usage of solar and wind, which can be used for various our domestic as well as structural purposes too. Biologically inspired engineering also can be used, sustainable activation fuel. So these are the future direction which I would like to just present in this in today's seminar on repairing and retrofitting of the structures.